So this morning we are replacing some parts on the Discbine. Yesterday I finished up custom work on some peas and oats, and Dad went and has been cutting in the mornings while he's been waiting for the hay to dry up. And a drum here took a crap on us. We previously had problems with that last fall. So the old drum here, actually we've had it loose before and just wobbly, and we've been able to tighten that bolt up into the spindle. We always thought it was round, and when it has gotten loose on us, we just thought that this hole's gotten a little bit bigger from riding on that spindle loose. Well, then come to find out, that's what the new one looks like. And that's what the spindle is supposed to look like as well. So she's completely shot. And then rather than just replacing that piece on the spindle, it was only an extra, what, $100 just to replace this entire drive assembly here. Not above here, but everything below the whole spindle assembly. So we'll get on to taking this apart. Take this drive off here, which is 2 bolts. And it's stupid because if you want to replace this belt, you have to reach under here, and there's a nut rather than there being threads on here. So I'm going to take these 2 bolts off, and then I don't know if I'm going to have to take this pulley off or not. We'll see. So we got the new spindle here. Those other nuts were an act of God to get off because they were so seized. But I'm going to be anti-seizing them. And then while we were here, we noticed that so there's a drive line that goes inside the header across, and this metal drive here, these splines move about a 1/4 turn inside this adapter. So
the number, it's on it's on the platform, and it's on the drum drive.
And Dad's currently on the phone with parts to see if they have it before we get everything back together, but I'm gonna get these nuts tightened here first. And they ended up having that part at the store, which is awesome. And neighbor, he's gonna go pick it up for us. He was already up there getting his own parts. So it works out. I got some sun. That's all we had left in there. Just a sliver. So good thing we're changing it out now rather than in the field. Anyway, now we will wait for the neighbor to show up. Ta-da! I think I've done it before. Okay. So that was nice and easy. 2 pieces. Which is it? Got a new piece of this because this one was worn on the inside on that shaft, and then we ended up replacing this, and all that just rides loosely, and there's a cotter key on the shaft and a washer that holds it from going down that hex shaft the rest of the way. So I'm gonna finish putting these bolts in and hopefully get all this together. I'm just glad we got a nice breeze in the shop today is all. Yeah, to check out the barley too. Morning, girls. Oh. Sorry to get you up there. 4.9. Morning. Yeah. How have you been? This is a heifer. First calf heifer. This one and should be 221. I think she's 405. There she be. You remember me? Yeah. Who else? I thought we had... Oh, yeah. Oh, Fluffy before. Finish this piece up. A little under 21 acres because that counts when I'm turning. And usually I try to do about 10% if I'm on a nice square field. This one's kind of hard to tell. But we got the fuel light on, and I usually, this one isn't too accurate once it hits the red. So I really don't know how much I got, but I must say around maybe a half hour. It's already been 20 minutes, so we're gonna go let her cool down for the night and wait for my ride to show up.
That ain't too bad.
Sloppy?
Huh?
Sloppy or not?
Well, tight. It's gonna have to be clean.
Okay.
I wonder which way that's gotta go.
So last night when I was cleaning off the swather, there's a dust cover here. It's previously been hot because the paint's missing, kind of burnt. But all the other bearings were nice and cool, and this one, we kind of figured it was on our last leg previously. No, the bottom one goes the other way.
Huh?
Bottom one sucks up.
But I mean, the way they did it.
Do you want me to rotate it?
No. You can.
Dad went to Devil's Lake to go get this bearing because, of course, the top bearing isn't the same as the bottom. We've previously changed the top bearing on the other side. So Dad went to Devil's Lake to get that, and I went to Maddock for some fuel. Dad's gonna clean the shaft up here, and we'll try getting this old bearing off. That's not wrecked.
Yeah. I think somebody welded this up. Look at that.
Built it up.
That's probably why it's got a quiver.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Well, I thought
Instead of fixing that, putting a new one in there for $600, they took it off, welded on it. You can see it.
Yeah.
Built it up, and it's not quite true.
The nice thing about these conditioners, there's 3 different options. There's impellers, V10s. Well, there is also poly or rubber. Oof. And then there's also tri-lobes, and that's what we have. And this is the only style of conditioner where there's stub shafts at the end of each conditioner that you can take it off and replace it rather than it being welded solid to the conditioners. And then looks like they tried building it up with a welder.
Trying to get this tree out.
It's been in there all year.
I gotta get it out. We should get it out though.
So anyway, thank God this somewhat came off simple.
It ain't back together yet.
Yeah. We did bring the torch just in case this was going to be a bugger, but thankfully not. Here's the new one. And here's the old one. And she does not smell healthy. And you can see daylight through it.
See, the other one might be wore enough. You know, the shaft.
Mm-hmm.
Or that bearing. Now, where's that caliper at?
It's supposed to be green. So what do you think? Previously they must have had balls come out probably, huh?
Yeah. That's why I'm assuming it looks like it does.
Yeah. When we get above 2600 RPM, there's a little bit of a vibration, but we don't really want to go over 2600 because the whole header kind of shakes. And we think
kind of overkill anyway, I think.
We've now, under further investigation, being that low spot for that where they had welded on that shaft, that's probably where the imperfection is for balancing.
It's not true.
Correct.
Okay, which way does this go?
Just right now. I just bought an 18 because almost every bolt on this thing is an 18. This is an 18. And I bought just a single ratchet wrench because the whole kit is a good $200-300. And you only get like 5 wrenches. That's in the Trailblazer currently. So that does me a lot of good. So Dad is going to go and unload his pickup at home, and then he's going to fuel his baler tractor. The reason we brought 2 vehicles is because I had brought the fuel pickup service rig, and Dad came straight from Devil's Lake, met here, and then we gotta wait until either our seeded crops will be ready to hay or some coulees dry up, because she's a wet one. Dad just got home from baling everything out east that we have cut at the moment. And we got rain coming on Tuesday night or Wednesday. And I got some CRP I gotta bale west of the farm tomorrow. Dad's gotta go to a funeral. And we got all the vehicles moved home, so, and the swather, everything is currently at the farm, so that's nice. But that should be the end of the video. Appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.